welcome back to the show. We are Greenroom Radio, the coolest radio show in Las Vegas. I am here with Mr. Will Roundtree.
That's right. Mr. Full-time CEO, Will Roundtree.
Full-time CEO. Yes. We got little Rach in the house.
What's going on, guys?
And then probably exactly 1 year later, we got Don back here he was the leader. You were our biggest show last year, Don.
Mr. Don Johnson.
Has it been a year?
I think it's been over a year, to be completely honest.
It's been
and you know
what? It
what?
doesn't seem like it. Time flies by so quick.
You know what? He was wearing all white last time. I was wearing all white last time. I forgot to wear white this time. I feel like I should have, right?
This I just grabbed what was at the top of the suitcase.
Well, you look great, Don, and welcome back to the show.
Well, it's good that you remembered he wore white because I didn't remember.
No, I remember that. It was like a twinning moment. That was like, whoa.
That's a female thing. Yeah. Dudes don't remember what their buddy wore yesterday.
Okay, well, what do guys remember? What do you remember, Don? Blackjack.
Don remember how much money he won.
That part, yeah.
Count the money.
Oh, literally.
Actually, we did make money that night. We took that. You guys had that Chuck Wagon thing with a video screen.
Yeah,
the bus.
It's here. It's here right now.
It's outside right now.
Oh. That thing was fun.
Carlos. We've done a lot of improvements. We're going to be advertising up and down the strip.
You only needed one improvement. It needed a stripper pole in it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Missing
that part. We do need that. We still need to add that one.
No, Carlos keeps telling me, he's like, we got to take the stairs out so we can put a stripper pole there. That's what he told us.
Said, well, where are the stairs?
There's some stairs right there going up. We were going to do an upstairs, and at the time, they just the West Coast Customs they quoted me $45,000. They had to put a piece of reinforced steel. And the whole thing is you couldn't ride up there, but they said that we could put 6 full-size beds.
Oh, up where the sleeper loft.
Yeah, so like if we ever, I'm not really a camper type, but say we went to Coachella and we wanted to stay, you could stay and it'd be all air cooled. And I just decided at the moment, I was like, I'm not ready. So they put the stairs and then they just nailed a board down so nobody could get up there. But it's funny because people will walk up there and hit their head on the board because it's it's painted black. So
seriously,
but everybody's like, "Where's that go?" I call it
the. Use it at Burning Man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Have you done Burning Man?
No, I have not. It's on my list. Yet. Not yet. I stopped doing a lot of the music festivals and stuff just because, they started to blend.
Yeah, you're right there.
Nobody's done anything really. They're all different themes.
Right.
Like Beyond Wonderland is the Alice in Wonderland theme, and Burning Man is what theme? Grunge, maybe camping theme.
It's a little different.
A little, but it's all kind of this. And then they started doing Burning Man in New York in Central Park. Yeah.
In Central Park.
I feel like you can't. I don't know. I feel like it takes away from like the original Burning Man, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the same.
So you mentioned the list, Don. Do you have a bucket list? I'm pretty sure you've done some phenomenal things.
I do and I don't. I mean, I'm like, one of the items that would not be on my bucket list is strapping myself to a fucking rocket and going up into suborbit and for 15 minutes.
Like Katy Perry.
Yeah, to me that's...
Katy Perry did that?
Yeah, she did it she's friends with Bezos' new girlfriend, fling, wife, whatever.
Oh my God.
Sanchez.
So you can strap yourself to a rocket?
Was that the one Gail King?
What that is.
Was that the one Gail King was? They just did that?
They just did it.
That's right.
Yeah, went up in space.
Yeah, they were up there like 12, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think they said 15.
15 minutes.
I need to see the proof.
I know, right?
I need to see
and it's kind of funny, like how they went up right after like this whole thing, and they were like stuck in space before. Like
they should have worn meta glasses, so we could have solved that. I need to see the proof of that video.
We need it all.
Can you live stream right now from down here up there?
Weren't they campaigning before
satellites up there? I feel like you should be able to live stream.
No, remember Lazarus, the rapper, he on Clubhouse, he was doing a speech and he did a rap on COVID. And he said there was 3,000 people in the room, and somebody from NASA contacted him and said, "Hey, we really like that rap." Flew him to Washington, D.C. He met with an astronaut. They put his song into a thing, and the astronaut flew up there, and they said they live streamed it. He was the first one to get a rap song in space.
That's cool.
Crazy.
Well, see, that's what Katy Perry should have recorded the song when she was up there.
You're right. She had time.
The whole thing is what's
15
up there?
minutes? Yeah,
Is there
plenty of time.
Is there a spearmint
Absolutely.
rhino up there? Like what is
you
that?
and the spearmint rhino.
I don't think they had a stripper pole in that. Unless
Oh my goodness.
Unless the
floating.
size of it. Most of that is rocket fuel to get them up there.
Yeah.
But
That capsule's pretty
from
small.
what you see on TV, like there's nothing there. So like, what are you looking at when you're up there?
I don't know.
Is it just
I
a
mean,
flex?
Yeah, right. The flex, maybe
Right.
the feel of like not having gravity. That's kind of cool.
I've been to space.
You know.
I mean, is there animals? Is there people?
I
Is
mean,
there-
I don't
I
think there's
feel like
animals.
that every time I get too drunk.
Yeah.
I feel the gravity. Not lack of.
Is that happening tonight? No. Oh dang.
So what does Don drink? What's your drink of choice? You a champagne
Don't
guy?
say Don Julio either.
No.
Or Bel Air. No.
Oh, Bel Air I would drink. I mean, Bel Air's. If you're gonna drink champagne, you should drink Bel Air.
There you go.
There it is.
Go ahead and plug it.
Shout out to Bel
I
Air.
mean, why is everybody trying to make Dom Perignon richer? Just because they produce X amount of numbers. I mean, you
Right.
got to support Ricky Rose.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Black
Let's
Bottle
go,
Boys.
baby.
He created the Black Bottle Boy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Ricky did
So
that.
it's the black bottle with the purple?
Yeah.
Or the-
Well, originally the original Black Bottle was the Brute. Was now the gold.
that was the one you
bottle.
had the picture with, the big, was that the 7-liter, that picture that I posted of you? Was that the black bottle?
I think
no,
so.
no,
Oh, it
no.
wasn't?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. It is a
Oh,
Black
I
Bottle.
saw that
bottle,
one. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually a replica of what the Zeus looks like. That is a 40-liter bottle. That bottle hasn't gone on tour yet. It's getting ready to go on tour.
And
the
you
actual
work
one.
you work with Bel Air, right?
I'm good friends with them. I don't
Okay,
like to say
fair.
work. I don't work for anybody.
Yeah, I don't think Don works for anyone.
Okay,
I like
fair,
to.
fair.
I like to work with people.
Yeah. Work with.
I
Yeah.
like to do things. If I'm inspired, then I want to do it. If
Did
I'm
you
not
ever-
inspired, then I don't want to. Nobody wants to really go to a job they don't
Sure.
like.
So I saw Bel Air. They have Lil Wayne. I saw Wiz Khalifa's attached to it. Rick Ross. I mean, did they ever tell you they want you to smoke a blunt with them or something to get in the gang or what?
No. There's no. I mean, if you want, I mean, I think I got
Just as
something.
long as it's not the, as long as it's not the
Jacket pocket.
fuego.
No, I can't do the fuego. No offense to fuego. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just,
Hey, they
it's just
say
a little different.
their
That's all.
their slogan is that shit's fire.
Yeah, it's fire, all right. You're
Burning your throat.
Any slogan that has shit in it, I don't know if I want it.
Yeah, that shit.
For real.
shit's
That
fire.
shit.
They actually, I
Seriously.
don't know what happened, but they, that was a Delta 9 or Delta 8, whatever they call it, but they switched. They're all hemp now. So they're no longer
Yeah.
into the,
I think because the market wasn't doing so good. So
what was illegal? I think that was illegal here.
The Delta 8,
Delta 8.
and now they came out with a Delta 9. I know in Texas.
Yeah, they
that's
had
all you
Delta
can get.
9.
they got all this stuff.
Wow.
I honestly can't keep up myself, and I'm in the industry.
Yeah, you should know.
I
all
don't
this little-
understand how cannabis is not okay in Texas, but if you have Delta 8, you change a couple molecules and something.
It's basically the same thing, but except for just when you smoke it.
I think when you get to the level of doing the Delta 8s and 9s, I mean, what are you? If you're not smoking cannabis, you're just a buzzhound trying to get a high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're chasing.
Yeah, you're chasing.
You're chasing.
You're chasing the high.
You might as well just
You don't
do
give a
the
shit what
aerosol.
you're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
the keyboard cleaner.
They could just take the gas cap off of their car and just take a whiff.
I'm waiting for the day until it's federally legal.
What?
When cannabis is.
Oh,
Trump was going to do that. Well, who knows what's on his agenda now? He's got so much stuff. but-
Yeah.
But
It's
no, I
very
mean,
true.
why not just change it from a chemical one controlled substance? Just make it federally legal.
Yeah.
So then the banks can, and it can be regulated properly from a
Mhm.
federal level.
Correct.
Yeah. There's so many
more.
issues with the banks right now with that and cannabis, even in the legal states. So a lot of payment processors don't want to accept them because it has marijuana in their name or because they're dealing with cannabis and stuff
do
like
they
that.
consider
So-
that a high risk or what do they
It is
call
a
it?
high. It is a high risk because it is not federally legal.
Mhm.
Therefore, it can't be
So
federally
you can
regulated.
process credit cards at a strip club, but not at a marijuana place?
I mean, you can,
Well, now that's
but
legal.
some places,
right. That's what I'm saying.
some places are hard, yeah, for cannabis.
Bill Clinton proved
Unfortunately.
that.
So you can swipe for titties, but not for blunts.
Mhm,
Okay. Welcome to
mhm.
America.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, I just
and that's why we have people right now on the front lines trying to make the change. So
by the time I'm swiping a card, I've gone past the titties. I've moved on to something else. I need that much money.
Don, you have to shaman little Rach here back into the Rhino. She had one bad experience and she's been sober and for how long?
11 months.
Oh wow.
Because she spent what was it?
It was one bad
12
night.
to 16-hour day at the Rhino
12
solo
hours.
by herself.
12 hours by myself.
What'd you do at the Rhino?
Well, I was hanging out with the stripper and the bartender.
Did you have a fuego?
I had some cocaine, obviously on the table.
12 hours? Sheesh.
Yeah, she did a stinger and she came back and she's like, I'm never doing any of that again. And
those energy drinks will get you.
She's
That's
done.
why I don't fuck with them.
I kind of prefer the Hungry Hippo myself, but
the peppermint?
The peppermint
Hippo? I just did a...
They settled their lawsuit is settled now, right?
Because they had one between because of the name.
Because, look, if anybody was going to sue the Hungry Hippo or the
Peppermint Hippo, yeah.
I call it the Hungry Hippo because every pole
they
dancer in there is very hungry.
They're in there trying to grab...
They're hungry, all right.
Yeah.
Capture you.
But that lawsuit made no sense for the Rhino. They were stretching to file that lawsuit. It made more sense if you were McFarlane from South Park, who created the Hippo name. That was the fictional strip club. In South Park.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's where the name came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually.
McFarlane's like, oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Coming to life.
I just went to a Knights game and with my son's mom, and I don't know how it happened, but we ended up in there for a stretcher. And she's like, she came in the back. I don't do dances and stuff. I somehow ended up in the back room for 3 hours. And
Thank God you didn't say back door. I thought
no, definitely not the back door. But she came back there and started yelling at me just like a mom. She's like, get your fucking ass up. And the dancers are like, who's that? And I'm like, it's my kid's mom. And they're like, what are you doing here with her? And I'm like, she's like, you're going to leave me out there for 3 hours by myself?
Oh,
and I'm like, I couldn't even believe that I was in there. I was like, what have I been doing for 3 hours? She's like, you had all kinds of girls. And I was like, well, I wonder how much that cost.
Those songs go by fast in the back.
Yeah. You know? I think they speed it up a little bit too,
intentionally. I could have sworn this song was 4 minutes and 13 seconds. And
that's 40 songs.
No,
in a strip club.
2 minutes and 52 seconds.
You're right.
It's about 30
seconds. Yeah, this is the whole song.
Right.
But I did run into a friend, Bob Hagelthorne was from Michigan, and I think he was just a big host at the Rhino, but now he's the GM at the Hippo. But he came in and I didn't even remember seeing him. I woke up the next day with his card in my pocket. And I'm like,
no.
Bob works at the Peppermint Hippo.
Is he like an Asian guy?
No, he's a white guy, tall, bald head. He was definitely one of the main Rhino hosts. I don't know if he was considered manager, but it said Bob Hagelthorne, general manager. And I was wondering where he went because I go to the Rhino pretty often and I hadn't seen him in a couple of years.
I've been in the Rhino in a while.
It's been a minute.
Since that night.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It hasn't been since that night?
Since that
It's
night.
been a few months.
I think I've only went once or twice
after that night for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. From the rumor on the street from the girls is the strip clubs are doing really bad right now. I don't.
Why is that?
That's the telltale of the economy.
Well, I know the economy.
That's
is
like exactly what it is.
It's not what they're trying to project it to be.
Yeah, no.
This administration's trying to give an upbeat, stiff upper lip or whatever, but it's definitely not where it was a few years ago.
Was it true?
Absolutely.
Trump I read, I never know if anything is even true on the internet, but it said he raised the minimum wage to $25 an hour. Is that true?
No.
I'm like, what?
No, that's not true.
See, you can't even.
And a cheeseburger is now $50.
Seriously.
Everything costs.
But nobody draws that correlation between minimum wage and the price of a cheeseburger at In-N-Out or McDonald's or whatever. I mean, look, the Happy Meal doubles in price when you keep jacking up the minimum wage.
That's true.
Very true.
It's
not really helping anybody.
No, that is very true. But here's the irony of that. People will still go to like a Five Guys or a Fat Burger where the burger is $20 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it doesn't matter. People will complain about the rising the cost of a Big Mac at McDonald's, but they'll go to Fat Burger where it's $20 anyway. So I don't know. That's just always kind of been kind of weird to me.
Yeah. What do you think down of the Fontainebleau out here?
It's a beautiful property.
I just went in there for the first time.
It's always empty though.
Yeah,
It is.
It's like
It feels weird in there.
Yeah, it's like going into a shopping mall that nobody goes to.
Yeah, it's always empty.
It looks like a shopping mall when you walk in with the real super high ceilings. That poodle lounge thing they have up top is really, really nice.
I've never been there.
I didn't see that.
Poodle lounge.
It's top notch. I mean, it's beautiful up there. They have a private sushi thing, cigar lounge up there. Is
it like on the top floor?
Top floor, and it's really, really nice.
I'll make our way out there sometime.
But it is the casino itself. It's just empty most of the time.
All of them. I think because where it's situated. For most like tourists, they're not going to the north end of the strip.
No, I mean,
so
realistically not.
I think that's part of it. I think the other problem is that it's not
expensive too.
It's not just that they're an island. It's that where's their player reward program?
It sucks.
They're a one-off. They need to tie themselves to another big national chain that has a decent player reward program, so that they have a customer base to tap into.
Right.
It's not like MGM Resorts or Caesars Resorts or even the Wynn. They have multiple properties and they tie into other big conglomerates' reward programs.
So is it true that a lot of them on the strip stop point matching? Because I recently heard that, because, you used to have a player's card with Caesars, and let's say you were a Platinum or MGM, and then you can go to the Wynn and they'll point match. You can go to, the neighboring casinos and they'll point match. But I heard a lot of them are stopping the point matching.
Nobody's point matching me anymore.
Yeah.
So
I think they gave you your own league. It says Royal and then Don.
Yeah.
No, remember what
the Don is the Don. The upper echelon.
So the new era guy that we're going to introduce you to, the John Sarasani, he was like, I had one good week, one good weekend, and I come back and they tell me they'll give me 30% off like the regular room. He's like, they're not like really comping anymore.
Like you spend $60,000 and you get 30% off. Like
30% off a standard room.
That's actually insane.
I call it, they've gone corporate. The corporate to the point that they just don't want to give anything away anymore. It's not like old Vegas.
No.
Everything's changed. Everything is a ultra hustle now. You get better value in the strip clubs now.
Yeah, probably.
They'll give you a discount.
Lil Rach is like, I'm not ever going to find that out, but...
Do you think...
I'll go back.
Well, when it comes to like Vegas, do you think because this new generation, they're not gamblers? They sports bet, but they don't play blackjack. They don't shoot dice. They don't play slot machines.
And that's part of the problem. They don't comp on sports bets because the margins are just too thin. And look at that space. Is anybody really making any money with these sports books? Even Superbook tried to expand to other states. They opened up and then they closed and they only operate the one here now. Why? It's really super, super competitive and super expensive to get those licenses. And then they can't make any money. The competition is just too
What do you think of all these guys that, try to say, try to post all their picks and they want you to gamble with them? Like, do they have an edge?
Yeah, wait till you try. Well, sure, I can give you picks that have an edge. But you can't get down at those odds. You can't get any realistic money down at the price point that they're giving you a pick for. I mean, if you give me the Eagles to win the Super Bowl and give me 10,000 to 1 and give me a points spread that's unrealistic, you're not going to be able to get that bet down. So anybody can give that pick.
Yeah.
And that's the issue with it. And a lot of them are, not just that, a lot of them are, you call up on their hotline, they take their VIP customer base each week and they go, okay, this week, we're splitting this half is going to get this half of the picks, and this half is going to get this. And then they just flip it the next week.
Really?
It's
Why?
Because they still win. There's a margin for them.
So they're hedging their money.
50% of their customer base, if they have 100,000 customer base, 50,000 people are going to be winners one week, and 50,000 people are going to be, and then the next week, that 50,000.
But that keeps people coming back.
Yes, because they're always going to have 50% winners.
Wow.
That's exactly what I heard. They're actually, there was a guy,
so
who was the guy that we were going to have on the show? Perry?
Sean Perry.
Sean Perry. And that's what he does. And now, just
he
like
splits the bets too?
No, I don't know if he splits them, but he takes bets. So I'm assuming he does the same thing. But he's boxing matching other bookies. So now that's a thing, like the Jake Paul thing. Now they're calling each other out, saying
for the sports bettors.
For the sport bettors, the people taking the bets are wanting to fight each other.
Oh, because Mozzie.
Yeah, remember they put up $1 million. $1 million.
Yeah, and that is all those guys that are taking $1 million liability bet or a $70 million liability bet from Mattress Mac when he does the furniture thing based on his sales. They're all hedging those. They're laying them off. If somebody's taken that 70 million liability, they go to there's a couple companies in Ireland that are licensed to lay off against. And they'll say, I'll take at this price point, I'm going to take 10 million of that liability if it hits. And then you're going to have to pay X amount of juice for me taking on that liability. They all hedge against each other.
So is sports betting rigged? Because how are they so damn close? It'll be like, okay, it'll be a 5-point spread and the over under will be 215. And I'm talking like NBA. And it'll be 4 points and then it'll be 216. Like how do they do this?
How are they so good?
Yeah.
They have good analysts, the ones that have decent lines.
Right.
But even the ones with the best lines, things happen. They still got to play the game. Like a horse race. We do the horse race.
Do you think they got an earpiece in these coaches' ears? Like when Vegas can take because I don't remember what it was, Kansas City Chiefs. The spread wasn't covered or whatever. They took out Mahomes, put in a backup quarterback. He ran out the back of the end zone for a safety and it hit the spread.
Well, look at the over-under.
How does that happen?
The over-under on the Super Bowl this year with the Eagles was, they didn't cover the over until right at the end of the game. We had the over. I'm like, are they even going to cover this?
That's where you're from, right?
From Philly.
Yeah. So was that make you happy?
Philly. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I almost wore my Eagles hat.
Yeah. I'm
not Fatel though. I'm not going to proclaim to be an Eagles fan and show up wearing a leather 49ers jacket when I met him.
He said he was a Eagles?
Said he's a big time Eagles fan. When I met him, I did a show with him in LA. He showed up for the show wearing a leather 49ers jacket. I said, don't tell me you've had that jacket. Nobody has a leather 49ers jacket laying around.
Right, totally.
No, he has that because he's a fan.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was telling me what a big Eagles fan he is, and he shows up with that damn jacket on. I'm like, bro, I can't even sit with you wearing that jacket. You got to take that jacket off.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, I've been bouncing around. I actually jumped on. I got out of even watching football, but it was fun to jump on the little Lions train this year, and I jumped on their train for the first year ever.
They could have easily been there.
Yeah, easily.
Good enough. There was a few teams. Yeah. But the way the Eagles dismantled Kansas City, it was really Eagles defense. Yeah. They took Mahomes out of his element and he couldn't function. Yeah. He has never had that kind of pressure.
Didn't they say, here's another thing I saw on the internet, they did fire a couple refs that were supposedly favoring Kansas City, was always saying the refs were in favor.
Everybody kept saying that, but I don't believe that. I don't think that was the case. Kansas City was actually they really are a good team.
Yeah. You don't think that Taylor Swift had the Swift factor? They said she brought like 400 million or whatever to the.
Oh, I think she absolutely elevated their visibility.
I'm like, how did she do that and have that much of an impact? I'm like, Eminem's been to every home and away game for the Lions, and
he's not Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they're not saying that he turned the numbers.
She rode the hype too, and like, I don't know. I feel like ever since sports, like football became entertainment. Like, I don't know.
What's the hype? They show her for
because it's Taylor Swift and seconds. Taylor Swiftie, and it's like, oh my God, Swiftie fan, and like you could probably meet her at the game if you went. Like, if you're a Swiftie fan,
I'd rather go meet Eminem.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey.
Well, you and I would.
But like, you know, but like, you could go meet Swiftie while your boyfriend or your dad or your brother or your cousin goes and meets like a football player.
Do you think she's?
Like, I don't know. Like,
do you think she is even with Kelsey, or is that just a made up?
She probably is.
Yeah.
Okay. Swiftie.
I don't know. I never know in Hollywood. You know,
I mean,
who's real, who's what.
What would the Grateful Dead be today if streaming video and the internet was what it is today. If you took today's technology,
it would be crazy. I feel
how
like.
big would the Beatles be today?
Yeah.
Oh my
How
gosh.
big would any of these iconic performers from back in the day? Think of when they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
How tough it was to get known, to get a name.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just as tough now. I don't know. You're in the music industry, that business, that space is so, everybody has a platform now.
No, that's what I said. That's why I tell
true.
people, I get into it a lot with a lot of people that like look at people's numbers. And I'm like, you can go to Pamela Anderson's Instagram right now and she's got like 150,000 followers.
Which is crazy.
Do you really think that, she's got millions? We didn't have social media back then.
Absolutely.
To build up. So I'm like, when people say that with numbers, I'm like, a lot of the times people's numbers are false in many cases. Don's here is not false. I don't know what you got going on, Don, but your numbers are through the roof. You've toppled everything. You got a good fan base and an engaging.
I think if you're honest in what you're presenting, I think that people will tune in.
Do you read your comments? I read some. You got over 500 shares, and then again, when I've seen a lot of people with fake numbers. So here I'm looking at comments, and you're getting people. Oh, Don, you look great. You lost a lot of weight.
I did lose a lot of weight.
But that's how you know it's real. They're saying like a lot of like personal stuff, so for sure that's not like any type of bot or anything. But good engagement.
I think the engagement comes from just being honest about who you are and how you engage with people and what you're saying. I don't try to push products. I don't. Obviously the Bel Air, but I've been with the Bel Air and the way that happened for well over a decade, 2 decades now, almost 2 decades. It started with Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
And then, and that
was Jay-Z the owner back then?
The Jay-Z wasn't part of it back then. He came on around the same time I started opening Ace of Spades because I got tired of the Cristal thing.
Yeah, and Cristal was a phase for sure.
During that time, everybody was doing those bottle trains. I'd see 20 bottles come out I'm like, and I see 18 of them go back. I'm like, they're faking it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
This is bullshit.
Wow.
At the
I'm like,
clubs?
fuck this. Yeah, I don't want. I said, what can you not fake? Let's just start opening magnums. I'm like, well, wait a minute. They make a 3-liter. They make a double magnum. They make 6-liter. Then they make a 15. Actually, they make a 9. They make a 12. They make a 15. And then from 15, it jumps to that 30.
Yeah.
I wonder, where do you even store that at? If you're like just at like a
no, seriously,
regular at the Wynn, I guess they got big.
Yeah, they put it in a reefer
freezers.
unit.
Yeah,
but
and then
crazy.
Spray it.
Yeah. What was the biggest one you got? Was that in London?
That was the Midas. I opened some of those here. Some of the Midas.
They're called Midas?
It's called a Midas. It's 30 liters. At the time, that was the biggest that you could get.
Wow. How many glasses
bigger now?
does that pour?
I don't even know.
You probably never finished them, huh?
Oh, we sprayed them, finished them, poured them to everybody in the club. The night with the Dead Mouse Day, we opened a Midas.
Okay.
We opened 105 liters of champagne that night.
Sheesh.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
That must have been a fun night.
I've yet to hear a rapper flex like that.
No.
That's a different flex, dog.
The rappers ain't doing it. The rappers would be doing the fake ones.
That's a different flex, dog.
20 bottles came out, 18 went back.
Yeah, something funny. I had a friend who was like from Michigan, a big weed guy, but super baller. And he went to Club 11, and he's one of his favorite rappers is 50 Cent, and he ends up at a table next to him. So
Miami, right?
Club 11 in Miami. So he said he's drunk, a little bit intoxicated on drugs, and he said 50 Cent comes over. He ordered 2 bottles of Ace of Spades, and he takes them and he dumps them upside down in his bucket, 50 Cent. And so he was just sitting there, and he said he was so like starstruck and didn't know what to say, and he's dumping his thing. And then he said all of a sudden like 10 bottles come out of whatever 50 Cent pushes. What's the bottle that he does?
Oh goodness.
I forgot.
He has a champagne.
Yeah.
So he brings them like 10 bottles of his champagne. And my friend was so intoxicated, he takes the first two bottles and he just dumps them on the floor. And all 50 Cent security's looking at him, and he said, he like got scared and he was like, "Oh, I just thought this is what we're doing." And 50 Cent's like, "No, we're not dumping out my stuff." He's like, "I just wanted to dump your stuff and have you."
No.
Yeah, and then he said they had the best night ever, but he's like, the look on their face when he dumped his, he's like, "I didn't know what to do. I thought everybody, that was just a thing."
And 50 Cent's face, like, oh, good gosh. I would be like, sweating.
No, he said, he goes, "I'm looking at the security and they're like really mean face. Like, what are you doing?"
Like,
he's like,
yeah, it's funny.
He's like, "I was in the moment." Yeah, I know he does that Brando cognac.
I don't know what his. He has a hard liquor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he does a champagne because that's what he swapped him, the champagne for the Ace of Spades.
Before I became an ambassador with Ace of Spades, with Brett Barish and Brian Barish, the two brothers, Barish Family Vineyards, created the Ace of Spades, and they created Bel Air. They always had Bel Air, was always there, but they were pushing the Ace of Spades label at the time. Barish Family Vineyards actually created both brands.
Oh,
So when people are
crazy.
drinking the Ace of Spades, the gold,
Right.
said, "Oh, this is so much better." Really,
It's the same thing.
Barish Family Vineyards created both brands. So I don't know how much. I don't know how much different.
You talk about marketing.
The more you know, though.
Sheesh.
Well, it's marketing.
It's all
But
marketing.
it's true. Exactly.
So-
Plenty of brands do that.
I was at a club in L.A. It was one of SBE's. Sam Nazarian had the.
I forget what his
What
brands
was
are
that
called.
club? They raised the ceiling on it to make it taller.
Yeah. Man, it's been so long since I've been doing LA.
And the
club.
DJ thing was kind of in the
haven't been
middle at one time, and then they moved it to the end. But when it was in the middle, P. Diddy was in there one night pushing his vodka.
Yeah.
He had the
and his baby oil.
Ciroc vodka.
Yeah.
And
Is that P. Diddy's brand?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was the original ambassador
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Ciroc.
he was the ambassador.
He lost that job.
He
but,
lost everything.
Gosh.
but that was a good brand. Actually, I'm not
It was
a
actually
vodka
a good
drinker,
product.
but it is a good. It is
a good
it was a
product.
good product.
Yeah, he was sending bottles of the Ciroc over to my table, and then I says, "Oh, we'll send them 2 bottles of Ace of Spades."
Oh wow.
I didn't do the math on it. Until about 10 bottles had gone in each.
Yeah.
I'd send them 2, and he'd send 2 over to me, and I'm like, well, shit, I got to reciprocate, right?
Yeah, 2. We'll just send them 2 back.
But the
What?
price difference was
Totally, for sure.
What would you have done if
Completely
you would have
different.
sent a baby oil over?
used it.
Please. Oh my God.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Right?
I'd listened to Dave Chappelle. He said the funniest thing. He was like, he goes, "How does a man have that many bottles?" He goes, "My mom probably still has the same bottle." Everybody has that half full baby
A
oil.
baby oil
Stop.
lasts,
You
it
never
lasts for
finish
10
it.
years.
You
It really does.
He goes, "I
It
could go
does.
back to my mom's house and she'll have the same original bottle."
That's
And I was
so
like,
funny.
"You're
10
right."
years.
I
That's
remember it at my mom.
That and Vaseline.
I think my mom has
Yeah.
the same thing.
Vaseline
too.
lasts
Yeah.
forever too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have to just say that, thank God I was drinking as much as I was back then, because I don't know how many of those Diddy parties I got invited to, but always got too drunk to actually make it to the party.
Oh man.
You're like, actually, that saved me.
Big G would wrap me up and he goes, "I got to get you."
So the lesson
Gotta
is
get you to
get
bed.
drunk.
Just get drunk enough not to
you
make
don't.
it.
You stay out of trouble.
Get
Just
drunk, drink Bel Air, Ace of Spades. No.
Yeah, we were talking about. I showed him the album, the Leo one with R. Kelly. Kind of weird. Were we mentioning R. Kelly?
One of my math buddies is a big fan of R. Kelly's, and he met his cousin, who was kind of his quasi manager or something. I don't know if the guy's really a manager. Everybody says they're a manager for
It's all
R.
their
Kelly.
homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of his buddies.
Hey, I managed Don Johnson. See,
Yeah.
that has a ring to it.
You're hired.
It does sound good, actually.
So we go to R. Kelly's studio before we're going to the nightclub that night. We stop by and he says, "Oh, it's not a hustle." And I says, "I don't know. Okay, let's go." So we go. And I had Big G with me.
That's funny. It's not a
Security.
hustle. You got to break that down so you don't get there and they're like, it's $100,000 a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pitch, though. It was
Yeah.
a pitch. He was looking for some backing for his new coming out of the closet. Evidently, he never came all the way out of the closet. There was some shit going on. But that night,
Right.
fucking guy roofied my drink. He spiked my drink.
Oh my goodness.
And it could only have been him because he was the only one mixing the drink,
Jeez.
unless the whole damn bottle was
And that's
spiked.
very odd for somebody,
Ah.
anybody who's an entertainer or entertaining. They're not going to be pouring drinks at their own house for the most part. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, this was some kind of studio that wasn't at a house. It was
Yeah.
it was a commercial
I
studio.
think I've seen the building on when they were doing all the new stuff, like a brick building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I remember going in. I don't remember leaving. G was with G. Wrapped me up.
Thank
and he
God
goes,
G was with you.
No, my
So dangerous.
I've only had that happen a couple times to me. Twice here in Vegas, and R. Kelly was the other one.
Wow. It would have to be R. Kelly though. That is crazy.
And in Vegas too. It's like, gosh, you have to be so careful.
Vegas, the drink was meant for a girl, for somebody else.
Yes, that's what happened to me. Same.
And I came on. It was at Cabo Wabo when they opened the place, and they had Sammy Hagar was up on stage performing. So I went up on stage to hang out with Sammy for a bit and the band. And when I came down, I go, "Where's my drink?" And the girl, Lynn, her name was Lynn, but I won't say her last name. And Lynn says, "Oh, here, have mine. I haven't touched it."
Yeah.
Somebody spiked her drink.
Wow.
I drank it. I wasn't on my feet for 60 seconds, and I couldn't hold up my weight with my legs.
That's what I did that at I went to Green Velvet out here. He did an after party at Resort World. And I walked in, and right when I walked in, there was a line of like 10 shots, and a girl I knew, and she's like, "Oh, hey, come do a shot." And it was guys that bought all 10 of those things. I did that shot, and the people I was with said, they're like, "You literally had one shot. We went to a pizza place, and you literally just boop face down."
Wow.
Like out, dead weight.
Yeah. And it hits you. It hits you. It hits you really hard and really fast.
Especially if you have alcohol already in your system before too. Like even if it's just
that
a
was
drink.
my first drink.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for me, that was only like my second or third.
Because you don't know how much these people are pouring in there too. That's the most dangerous thing is like, how much are they putting in? But yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
can we just have a good time? Like,
if it is Roofied, how much do you really need of that shit?
Oh, just like a drop.
But that's what I mean. How
literally?
But even if they're doing that to a girl, how fast do you have to get the person out of there before they tanked out like
quick.
that? Like, I mean, that's
take a shot and then 5 minutes, like, let's go. Like, yeah, by the way.
Yeah, I watched the Sting thing.
Forgot something in my room.
They're just doing it just because they're just fucking stupid.
And people want to see other people like, oh, look at her. She's real fucked up now. Ha, ha, ha. Like, it's funny to like, I don't know, torture other people or something. Like, I don't know.
It's not that you're fucked up. You literally
it's something
are out.
wrong.
Do you think R. Kelly was he after something or was he just trying to torture me?
Hey, we'd have to make a call to him and just find out.
He could have been a little bit of both. He might have been enjoying that in general.
Now that he's in a controlled environment, I can go have a...
Maybe he was going to swipe your credit card for the backing for the coming out the closet.
So I said he was buttering you up.
See, maybe that's what it was.
I hope not.
Extra sauce.
They're like, we need a loan from this guy. Boop. Sign on the thing.
Crazy. Oh my goodness.
Out of the closet. That was the name of those things, those music videos he was doing.
Yeah.
Out of in the closet or out of the
one of them.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to get you to put money up for that?
Yeah, it was a pitch. They were looking for funding.
But he was signed to a major, so why would he come for private money?
Because at some point that ended, and then they were looking for new investors to continue doing something along the same lines.
Wow. So that's actually normal in the music industry, is it? People look for private money?
Both. Both.
They roofie you and hold your hand and
that
give you
too.
No, private investors for albums. Is that normal?
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
It depends, but I mean, for the most part, no. But I mean, it depends on the level of the artist.
Okay.
R. Kelly, I think, like obviously he was having financial issues due to all the stuff that he had going on. But no, people definitely take on private investors and they get involved in other stuff. So it might not really be an investment into their music. They might want to do some other form of business that they need funding for. But
yeah, and what level of private equity? I mean, you could get private equity money. I mean, if you're looking for $10 million, there are private equity investment groups out there. I know several friends that run private equity funds, and these are multi-billion-dollar funds. They do significant loans for startups.
Is it easy to get in front of them and pitch them?
Not really.
Or it's you have to know someone to know someone to.
Yeah, because they can't possibly listen to all the pitches
I can only
every time
imagine.
somebody has an idea. So somebody has to have spent the seed money to at least package it properly so that it's ready for somebody to look at it.
Okay, that makes sense.
And most of these guys with these multi-billion-dollar funds, they're not looking for a couple $100,000 investment.
Yeah,
those are the guys that are spending that in a nightclub.
Yeah.
they're
at the Hippo.
Seriously.
Tonight.
The old
Let's
OGs.
go.
So man, so what else has been going on? Have you been? How's
Just the
horse game?
Just the horses. Same stuff with the horses. We've made some improvements and made some modifications and trying to get into different markets.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of that, I mean, I kind of think that the horse betting there are fixed odds horse racing that happens overseas mostly. Some places have tried to do that here in the States, but it doesn't catch on here quite as much. People are used to the pari-mutuel, we call it pool betting. I think that the sports betting is going to actually migrate towards the pool betting.
What's pool betting?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing.
If you got 1 million people that are betting into a pool, and the odds are changing all the time depending on what side they're taking or what prop bets that they're taking on.
So that's traditional, like with NBA and NFL, right? Is that how that works?
No, they're actually sports betting on fixed odds as well.
Really?
So that's more of a bookmaker. But Oregon had the first pool betting that was legalized up there years ago through the Oregon Lottery.
How'd it go
It never got going because they couldn't get any liquidity in the market.
Didn't have enough people
trading
to put in. Yeah, essentially.
But if you think about it,
it's kind of like one of those. It's like a jackpot. Like you hit the jackpot. It's like, oh yeah, the Mega Million is steadily going up every day.
Well, people will play into a jackpot.
Exactly. So this is like the same thing kind of concept where it's like
if you
need people to play into this pool.
That was carrying over. But this is everybody, every time anybody makes any kind of a bet, it moves the odds. So the odds are moving constantly back and forth. And you don't have a locked in price if you bet really early until the actual game starts. And then, then the game is locked down. Here's your odds line on whichever side that you took. If sports betting goes by way of pool betting, then you'd see a lot of people trying to bet later and later.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to bet early.
Yeah.
Unless you were really good at projecting which way a game was going. I don't know. I mean, maybe there might be some advantages to it.
Like if you watch
that is interesting. Yeah.
People can like if the first quarter goes by, they'll still let you make a bet, won't they?
Yeah. Well, not on that line before the game started.
But
if the favorite is now 10 points behind, you're not going to get that line against them now because
they moved the line.
They moved the line. Yeah. And when you think about that's all pool betting is. Pari-mutuel betting is the line constantly moving based on everybody's bets. You don't get a bookmaker is not going to take $1 million bet the day before a game or a week before a game on that odds line. He might give you $500 on an early line at those odds, but he's going to move the line. He's going to try and balance his portfolio of wagers.
Yeah.
So it really, the bookmaker is kind of doing a pari-mutuel pool betting type of a feature.
It's just within the game, though.
Within the game, or within that pool, or on that specific game, or whatever that proposition, whatever that bet is. Lakers versus Clippers.
Right.
What is the line? What is the line relative to the point spread? And whatever he's holding in the middle, that's his vig is his hold. That would be the hold in a pari-mutuel pool.
It sounds like you need a college course to bet.
Not really.
I feel like you need some mild education.
Do you think though that
think
Vegas can control, like if there's that much money, they can actually reach out to the NFL and control that outcome? And I say that based on that game. Remember when Tom Brady went like 6 touchdowns like in a row, that comeback from behind? Like, do you think like if everybody's so one way that they could actually reach out and change the odds of the game and make the team do it?
I mean, using Tom Brady as an example in that particular game, no, I don't. How you couldn't even get inside Tom's head when he was making that comeback.
Yeah,
he didn't know he wouldn't have known what the betting lines were. But yeah, if you bet against him when he was that far behind, you were getting great odds until you weren't because you got beat.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like I always wonder if
are players. Is there point shaving? Are players compromised? Of course they are. There's money involved in it. It happens.
Yeah.
And they police it as best they can. But the reality of it is you get enough money involved in it and people cheat.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people, like when they do a spread or somebody will bet like this player is going to score 10 or more points and then he gets the points. I don't know, something about it being in and then him going down with an injury. So he covered the thing, but then he's done.
You know what though? They always get caught.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're always greedy when they do that. It's never one time that a player says, I'm going to point shave because I'm going to make a little money. If they do it once and they get away with it and they're successful, they're going to do it again and they're going to do it again and again until they get caught.
Right. Well, I think that's like a person who gambles like casually. You go to the casino and you win $5,000. You're going to go back. Like I've
it's like a high. It's like you want to go get that again.
Yeah.
Like,
and they never win it back.
What do you?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I'm kind of likening that to. Is that like I've never tried cocaine, but I guess if you did,
it's like, hey. So is cards rigged in the casino?
Define that. Is it fixed?
Yes.
The odds are fixed against you. Yes, absolutely, and everybody knows that, but they play anyway. For the life of me, I don't know why anybody plays at any strip casino at the game of blackjack where they're offering you 6 to 5 payout on blackjack instead of 3 to 2.
When John told us that, and it's so dumb that, you know, anybody who's just not thinking clearly, when somebody says, hey, it's 3 to 2 here, or we pay 6 to 5, to me that sounds the same. I'm just the average person that doesn't gamble.
Yeah. See, I don't know the difference.
When that John broke that down, you know, you're getting, so he was saying this, the 3 to 2 is you put a $50 bet, you get 75.
Right.
The 65, you're only getting 60.
Oh wow!
But the casinos changed it.
The odds difference are so extreme, and when the game, here's a scenario that clarifies it. If you play just basic strategy, you can get a gift, you can get the card, or you can download it online and look at it. And you just play basic strategy and don't deviate from it. And you're playing in high limit under the right conditions and rules. The hold that the house has on that game, when you ask if it's fixed, it's fixed in favor of the house. It has to be to pay for those palatial facilities. Totally. Can you maneuver and do things to change those odds? Yes, you can. You can, but they're probably going to stop you from playing at some point.
What can you do?
So would you say that's the secret to your success? It would be negotiation.
It's a negotiation, yes. Everything's a negotiation. To deviate from the standard rule. Now, why is it that game, the actual mathematical hold over 400 million simulated hands should be about 1/4%, 0.25%? Why is their average hold 2%? Because people are fucking stupid. They make emotional decisions. They drink too much. They do a lot of things that, their hold is 1.5% to 2%. It shouldn't be that high, but it is because they will split 10. Do you know I never knew that you could split a king and a queen on a hand of blackjack?
I see people do it all the time.
I didn't know that because I would never do it, though.
I wouldn't.
And then I saw somebody doing it, and I'm like, wow, I never knew that. I thought it had to be 2 kings in order to split it, or 2 queens.
So are you hitting a soft 18? Because I see people do that too.
Against what?
A 10.
Yes.
Really?
A7? 18? Soft? Yeah. You hit it.
18, A7.
A7?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. A7 or the equivalent of a soft 18.
They say always soft 17 you're hitting always.
Yeah, they say always soft 17, but
18.
Always hit at A6 as well.
Okay.
Even into a 7.
Wow.
Yeah, because A6 is a 7 or 17.
Yeah.
It's a
But
hand
I asked them, would he hit a soft 18?
Yeah, well, and you're saying if they were showing a 10, yes, because chances are it could be a 20.
Sorry, my mind is deviating. All this hard 8, this soft 8.
Yeah,
soft and 6 and 8.
Listen, I just went through a bad streak in the casino, so I'm trying to figure it out here.
Me too.
And that can happen too.
I don't gamble, but I'm trying to learn some tips. I mean, I'm Don's new manager.
Well, there's always a deviation from whatever the mean is. The mean is this is standardly what's going to happen. But when you look at those simulation charts that people study, it's based on 400 million simulated hands. So yes, that is the average of what should happen over time. But that doesn't mean that you can't get lucky or the casino can't get lucky. You could count down an entire shoe and get down to where the dealers, the dealer has a 16 and you're sitting on a 16. So should you hit? No, you wait. Even though there's only one case 5 left, only one left in the unseen cards, the dealer can still get that 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the gambler will say, I can get that 5 and he's going to take that hit. But he probably shouldn't take that hit because 99.9% of the times, guess what? Or whatever number of cards are left, that percentage based on of that 1 5 that he could get that's left, he's probably not going to get it.
Right.
But when the dealer pulls that 5 and gets it, and he's like, I knew I should have hit that. Oh, you really shouldn't have, because you don't know that is exactly what the next card is.
So is there an odds difference with a single deck, double, and a 6 deck in blackjack?
Much different.
Really?
Much different.
They say double deck's the best?
Double deck is good. Single deck, they're both good. But the deviation from that mean is a lot less because there's a lot fewer unseen cards.
Okay. And then the automatic shuffle versus a hand shuffle.
So what that John was saying in a video, how he was talking about how they take the cards and then they're just feeding it back into that.
Yeah, constantly.
So you're not ever going through the shoe.
That's just an endless random shuffle.
Resorts World
that's what he said. That. He goes, you find out what it is when you're out of money. Like that's when you realize that there's no reshuffling of the shoe.
You're just in the grind. There is never going to be a theoretical advantage for any player.
So that's what Resorts World does. And they do 6 to 5. And on their roulette, they have
Resort
3.
World is the feed in the cards?
Well, yeah, they feed.
Oh, I didn't.
They do 6 to 5 odds.
Not in their high limit.
Not in the high limit.
High limit, you can ask for a hand shuffle as well.
And they have
you can honestly get a fair game at Resorts World. You can get a fair game at the Fontainebleau.
Okay.
You ever play at a Red Rock?
I used to.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? What is this? I used to.
They uninvited me.
Yeah.
No.
So I remember last time you saying
I'm still friendly with those guys.
I heard you say that there were, there's obviously been a change of the guards at all these casinos. That
always is. They move around.
So
people retire or people die.
I brought it up to John and he was.
I mean, they're old, not because somebody killed them.
I was like,
no.
Don, what is that?
It's just real. It's just real.
Okay.
No.
I brought that up. I said, I said, I don't think Don's tried to go back, so we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What John said he thought, and I mean, again, he's just taking a guess as somebody who gambles today, is he goes, I think they would, but they would just put a limit.
Yeah, they put a limit.
They would just say, hey, you can do it, but you can only play 10.
Hard Rock did that to me. They put a limit on how much I could win in a single trip.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's what was your limit?
$500,000. And the
gauntlet, fair, right? I guess kind of.
Right? The gauntlet came down. I mean, they literally would stop you mid shoe if you.
Oh, so they count. They're the eye.
Oh no, they're
sky.
just saying if I have a $500,000 more chips than I started with, they're going to stop me from playing, and they did. Now, when I was down $1 million,
they didn't care.
Oh, that was my complaint. When I was down $1 million, you guys weren't complaining,
right?
But even down $1 million, they're going to owe me that 20% discount. So I'm really only down 800,000. But your advantage is that you could only win the $500,000.
So is your biggest purse you've won at one time 15 million?
No, that was spread out over 6 months.
Okay.
At a couple of different properties, 15.2 million.
Okay.
Was that all?
I should know this as your manager.
Just blackjack.
Yeah, I should already know that.
Yeah, come on.
I gotta get them.
Yeah, how are you gonna get your cut?
I know. Like I left out 200,000.
You gotta be there for those long stretches. So I know I remember you said you played with Bruce Willis for 72 hours. Now, how do you stay up for that long? That's the first thing I need to know.
I was drinking, so I don't really recall how I stayed up that long.
Good old Red Bull vodka.
A lot of Red Bull vodka.
Clearly no roofies.
No roofies.
Yeah. Seriously.
Bruce, though, surprisingly, I mean, that guy was up the whole time. Did a show. He used to have a band.
Yeah, he did. I remember that. Yeah,
it wasn't very good.
No, but they never are. But
yeah, it was entertaining, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah,
he performed in their nightclub that they had there that night, and he was playing the tables. The first night I met him, he was playing craps. And he was down $1 million, and then this scenario. Then I was down about 600,000 or something like that. Then I left because I got disgusted with the game, trying to play with him, me, and 2 other big players that are friends of mine, and everybody's drinking and joking around too much. Wasn't serious enough for me. So I bowed out. And I went back and thought I was going to be alone, and he shows up out of nowhere and wants to play. So he says, I don't want to talk. I just want to play. He said, good, because I don't. He goes, I'm down $1 million. I don't want to talk. So he gets his $1 million back and goes $1 million ahead.
Okay.
I get my 600 back, and I'm ahead about 600, about the same.
This was craps?
No, that was blackjack.
Okay.
No, I don't play. Didn't play craps.
Why don't you play craps?
I don't know. I'm just not attracted to that game. And it's honestly,
it's like a long-term game. Like you have to, it takes time
unless you're the one rolling the dice. I mean, to watch people blow on them and they take their time and they're.
You want to try cocaine energy drink?
Is it
I guess so.
These are
cocaine.
This is their. So these guys, when they were only a red can, they sponsored Joel.
R. Kelly's not hiding around.
No, and it's me. I just opened it on camera. But this was the only one they had, and it's like an atomic fireball.
I see it says spicy
Joel,
on the can.
Yeah, Joel
spicy.
was like, when he saw this,
It's good.
it disappeared for a while. The Supreme Court made him change the name, so they changed it to no name.
Cheers.
But this was the only.
Don Johnson.
I like it. I told Joel.
It's not bad.
Joel actually showed me. He went in his closet and he showed me.
Sounds like a pop rock.
Yeah.
It does hit the back of your throat a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely
like
is
different. Yeah, it's like an atomic fireball to me. I did one warm, but Joel was on a FaceTime with me. He went up in his closet and came down and had the red shirt on.
Can I get a little bit more?
Yeah, and he was like they were one of my first sponsors.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, they have 3 sugar free. This was just their original.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah, I'll take some more.
But it is good. Don just reminded me that Peppermint Hippo has hookah.
Yeah, that's the best.
I didn't even know that.
In the back.
Wait, are they like the only strip club that has hookah?
I think so. I've never seen.
Rhino has it too.
Do they?
They have that separate little room on the side, and
wow,
it's not very good there. The Hippo.
I didn't even know.
Hippo has a proper in the back that speakeasy thing. Looks like you're going in through a liquor store.
We were there till 4 p.m. So they shifted us.
What time did you start?
After we went from Golden Knights game over, we went to Dino's. We ended up at Dino's.
What is 4 p.m. or 4 a.m.?
Hold on.
4 p.m. the next
Were you
day.
in the strip club as long as me? 12 hours?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
this was recent?
Hey, I had a friend with me.
My goodness.
He's a Texas billionaire. And my kid's mom said he went and did an outfit change and came back. In the time that I was in the room, I said, "What?" He said he went home, showered and changed, and came back.
How many titties do you go through? For that many hours?
I don't know because I didn't realize I was in the back room.
Well, it's times 2.
I
in
see.
Most cases.
I feel like True was just talking most of the time, to be completely honest, because that's the type of person True is.
I was telling him I'm not a lap dance person.
Yeah.
Although my kid's mom said there were girls on both laps, but I'm not a lap dancer. But
you have 2 laps?
Yeah, 2. Just like their boobs, 1 and 2. But yeah, I know, like I had to learn all the rules.
Oh, I get it, because they can straddle each lap.
Yeah. So they told me,
they said like what not to do, touch, or
no, just I got so many porn star and stripper friends. They said, listen, we're not here to fucking talk to you, and if you want to have that talk, you got to pay for our time. So now I know, like, if I'm gonna have a conversation, I pay for their time, just like a dance. But it was funny because one of them asked me. They said, "Why don't you do dances?" And I said, "Do you have a dog?" And she was like, "I do." And I go, "Well, so do I." I go, "Have you ever taken it to the park and seen it like try to scoot its ass across the grass?" I go, "That's pretty much what you're doing, is rubbing your ass on me." And I said,
I got to remember that.
And I said, I go, "Dude, the girl hit the floor." She's like, "That is the wildest shit." And I go, "You're bumping your ass. It's not hot to me at all." And I'm like, it's almost embarrassing.
I don't want to get. I don't do lap dances for that reason. I don't need somebody that is not wearing panties or something and leaving some snail trail on my $2,000 suit that I can never get that stain off of it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure
snail trail.
That's so funny. Hey, I mean, because you know
funny.
what? That is true. It does happen.
You should have said, "Do you know who I am? I'm Don Motherfucker Johnson."
Yeah.
Tell him.
Whoa. Not Don Motherfucker.
Which one?
Don Motherfucking Johnson.
Motherfucking Johnson.
When you say
Johnson.
motherfucker, that takes on a whole different.
Yeah,
I mean, you're in a
that's
strip
that
club.
sounds
They
like
don't know the
this.
difference.
Hey, and
Well, then you're a motherfucker when you're in the strip.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, I
you're in a
heard-
strip club.
when you were at Excess, it was a big thing. Mr. Wynn did not like any talking on the mic whatsoever, and they were really controlling about the screens. But yeah, they put Don Motherfucking Johnson,
Oh, wow.
and they said
That's
it
hype.
on a microphone.
He
as
can't
well.
see anyway, but he can hear.
Yeah, he
Oh
can
my
hear.
God, he can hear like he's a sonar like a bat.
Dude, one of my best moments with him, and I don't even know how he's blind because I've seen him out in the middle. He was in the middle of the crowd of Deadmau5 the first night he was there, and he's out there, no security, and he's going, "Go back to the fucking the Hard Rock, dude. I don't want you in my casino." He's by himself, and I filmed it. I'm like, what is he doing? And then I'm on the stage, and he comes up to me, and he goes, "Turn that fucking shit down." And I was just like, again, I was like, oh my God. And I had to tell Joel to turn it down. And he was just like, I don't even know if he touched it or even turned it down, but he told him to turn the fucking music down.
Oh wow.
However, that night, it was night 1 of Deadmau5. Profit at 1.9 million. And the next day I got the message.
He'll personally go turn it back up.
I got the message. They said, Mr. Wynn said, get whoever you want, because the only time I ever got to talk to him, we paid Deadmau5 $80,000 the first round.
Oof.
And I had to take him from
That's cheap compared to what he
what he left.
getting.
He left at over $500,000.
Yeah,
So
that's
somewhere there. A
insane.
lot of them did.
Per
now
show.
a lot of that is clawed back again now.
Yeah.
Like substantially. I'm talking
I hope so.
probably
Yeah.
10% of those big numbers.
Mhm.
Well, that's why all of them got houses out here, because they're like, they didn't even want to go travel anywhere because they're making like 10 times their.
And no state income tax.
Yeah, that'll make a big
Shit,
difference.
yeah.
You definitely
That's
don't
so
want to
true.
domicile in California. That state's on fucking steroids when it comes to taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And do they fix anything? Fuck no,
Nothing.
they don't
No.
fix anything.
nothing.
I was just there yesterday, man. Them roads are so bad, and
Oh.
sidewalks, and
If somebody's driving a Lamborghini in LA, they're not driving that fucking thing anywhere because it still has an axle on it if they're driving it. I mean, you cannot
Yeah,
avoid
no,
them.
Yeah, it's everywhere out there.
it's bad. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna.
You need that. What's that thing you got out there? That Tesla thing. Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
You need one of those commando Cybertrucks to drive around all the potholes in LA.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mhm.
What do you think of the Cybertrucks?
I think it's cool, but no offense. I just think they're the ugliest fucking thing on the planet.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? So I
Elon Musk was on one of his fucking benders when he had that thing designed.
Totally.
but the what was
He
crazy?
went
Yeah.
to a junior high school metal shop where all they're doing is learning how to just make right angle bends.
I just saw somebody saying on that site there, like somebody ordered that truck off of Temu. It was like
Are
a
you
little
serious?
it was like a little miniature one, but
No,
when I saw
Dre has one.
when I saw him in silver, not a fan. Dre did his like a high gloss black, and then made the what'd you get, wider tires, and
The tires are cool on it.
I think it's awesome like that. The regular silver
And the
not a
interior is
fan.
cool. His is nice.
Yeah, well, that's why I said he
I would
altered
never
it.
own one, but if I did, it would be.
What do
it
you
would
think?
be
like
What do you
his.
think about electric cars to gas? Is time money, or
It's bullshit.
it's bullshit?
Yeah, the whole. I'm just wondering on the top end who was trying to pay off who with this whole electric car. It's not about emissions. Not
No,
when 80
it's
to
definitely
85% of electricity is generated from fossil fuels anyway.
Right.
What do you think all these coal plants are doing? You think they still mine coal because they're what are they grinding it up and putting it in a gas tank?
Mm.
No, they're used for power plants.
Mm.
So if you still have so much fossil fuel used to generate electricity, it's not generated from windmills and solar panels. It's generated from fossil fuels. So if they're not saving the environment by doing that? Is there
No,
going to
especially the batteries? The batteries are
and
terrible.
the batteries?
Has
the-
anybody
the
figured
waste
out though,
products?
like how much the
Absolutely.
electricity really
So
is compared to the charging, compared to like say you have the charger at your house?
But you could technically drive an electric vehicle for free. So from that aspect, yeah, you wouldn't have to spend money on gas. Now, if you're charging it at home, I don't know. Then you're going to have an electric bill.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do you charge yours at home, Dre? Did you notice any big jump? Nope.
But there are a lot of places that you can plug in at a hotel, and it's free.
They do them at apartment
buildings. What I thought was interesting is during the whole electric fiasco, more gas stations started being built. Out here, they started building gas stations like crazy. And I'm like, if they're trying to push electric, why are they building more gas stations?
They should have been putting in more. There's not an infrastructure with enough charging stations if everybody started driving electric cars.
And they're probably doing
well, they already have that now where there's like whole lines where there's people trying to charge their cars and there's other people getting in front of them. And then like, mind you, you got to be there for like 20, 30 minutes charging your car.
If you can find a rapid charger that's actually working.
If that's a rapid charger. Yeah. Like what?
If you got the trickle charger, I mean, I went in for dinner. We were in there, had drinks, and came out 6 hours later, and I got 30 miles worth of a charge. Now that's what the car.
Miles.
This is in Florida. It was a Mercedes. It was after the Pegasus, after the races, and I had it charging from about midway in the races, and then after dinner, about 6 hours, and got 30 miles out of that charge. It said I had 60 miles. I drove the thing about 35 miles, and when they're dead, they're dead.
Yeah,
they're not going anymore.
Really?
It's the walk of shame.
Probably like turning your phone back on.
Done.
Like, it's not turning back on until you plug it back up.
In LA, they're on the flatbeds.
On the flatbed, they don't show up with a gas can to give you, or little portable super unit to like give you a little charge. No, they show up with a flatbed and they got to take the damn thing to a charging station.
Jeez.
Just like them.
So
and it's not like a normal tow that might be fit. No, this is like triple to quadruple the charge because they put these like skis underneath the tires so it doesn't jam
completely
up.
Different.
It's just weird. And then they slide it onto the flatbed when they pull it up there.
It's no different than the girls walking out of the Luxor at 8 a.m.
Why the Luxor?
I don't know.
Do they have skis on? Why the Luxor?
Yeah,
sounds like you were making some bad choices.
No, I'm saying that would be the ultimate walk of shame, either coming out of Luxor or Excalibur.
Luxor. Didn't they used to have a Luxor LAX nightclub?
Yes, they did. I remember.
DJ Hollywood.
Yep.
Is he still around?
Hey, DJ Hollywood. I just saw him
met him and
the other night.
Is he here in town?
No, she texted me and she said, "Hey, I met
got his
DJ
number.
Hollywood." No,
we'll call DJ Hollywood after this.
Where's he performing tonight?
I don't know.
Let me send him a text.
Yeah, he started following us, but I'm like, I haven't
done.
heard DJ Hollywood since probably.
He's been at Jason Aldean's a lot recently.
We did. It was my birthday party at LAX nightclub when Stevie D had the clubs.
Stevie D.
He's been gone for a while now.
Yeah.
After that tax debacle at the tip pool receipt stuff, when that bozo, he put on his tax return that he made $30,000 for the year, and he's driving a Lamborghini.
Wow, that'll get you.
And bought a house for cash.
That'll get you.
He went Gold Chains. That's what the guy's name was. Spent a lot of time in the tanning beds because he had like a leather look about him, like a suitcase,
like a Donald Trump.
Yeah. He needed some of that P. Diddy baby oil, or that leather
Get
look.
him lathered up.
Diddy had it all, so I guess couldn't buy it.
All right, well, before we get out of here, Don, we have this new game that we play called Bad Choices.
Oh.
So you just got to answer.
Just give me every card.
Yeah, you got to answer these questions. Just whatever comes off the top of your head. We'll let Little Rach start it off there.
All right, here we go. We're starting this off strong. Yeah. All right, Don. Sorry, we are making bad choices today. So here we go.
We're all here.
Have you masturbated in the last 24 hours?
That would not be a bad choice if I did. I haven't, but
Just a question.
I did think about rubbing one out.
You got to when you're traveling.
Somebody mentioned the baby oil.
They said it helps with nervousness.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Here's something good to know for Don. Have you ever thrown a party for a pet?
For a what?
A pet. Maybe like a girl's dog or something foofy like that.
Foofy?
Yeah, only foofy people would do that.
3 Pomeranians.
Yes.
They got their party at Red Rock in the 180 suite up top.
Oh my goodness.
We had
I knew it.
It was catered, had these elaborate doggy cakes, and
wow.
yeah, it was actually fun.
That's great. I love that.
People bring their little dog friends to the.
There were dog friends that came to it. Yeah,
Oh,
it was a big thing. Had like for a doggy birthday, but they had like 60 people show up in that suite.
That's so fun.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, well,
Have you ever driven more than 4 hours to meet someone for sex?
Specifically, or I had other shit to do as well. I mean, if you plan it right, maybe you make 2 stops.
Fair.
Maybe you get a buff and shine at the first stop, and then you finish it off with the second stop. So yeah, it's 2 hours and 2 hours. 2 hours there and 2 hours back.
2 hours there and back. Okay.
like I think you would fly by the time it's 4 hours. But
Yeah. Then you just take the jet.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you get the buff and shine on the jet.
On the jet.
You do the dirty when you get there, and then you do it again when you get back on the jet.
Right.
That's how it's done.
That's how you do it.
Would you live on the streets like a homeless person for 1 year to triple your salary the following year?
so live on. Hang on. So live on the
streets like a homeless person
for 1 whole year.
for 1 year, just to
triple
triple
your
your
revenue.
salary the
That'd
next
be
year.
a rough year.
I don't know about on the streets, but I thought about doing this just because I thought it would be fun. Because I got a lot of friends over the years. And
Okay.
I thought, what if I just took 1 year and I just never stayed in a hotel and just never go home or maybe even lease out the places and just stay at a friend's house or on a couch, somebody's couch for 1 year.
Oh, just couch surfing.
Yeah, just couch surf.
Oh, I
for 1
love
year.
it.
But and
You'd feel really rich.
and you have to move every week. You can't stay at the same
wow.
place for a whole month. No, you have to switch friends'
It'd be kind
houses.
of fun, I feel like, because you'd be like ending up at like all your different friends' houses across the country.
Elon Musk did that or did something. Of
Really?
that nature.
He used to sleep at the office. He used to
Yeah,
sleep
like-
under his desk.
That's insane.
Wow.
He didn't
Probably
want
how
to.
he came up with the Tesla truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
You
bad,
know?
A lot of steel under there.
it was a bad dream.
It's probably.
The design of it.
There goes the,
Either that or he went to a junior high school
we
metal
pulled out
shop.
all the bad ones for Don. Have you ever
yeah.
masturbated on a plane? Don't lie.
Private jet? Or you mean like
Yeah.
more of a public?
Anything that's moving in the air.
Does it count as somebody else was doing it for you?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
No, it has to be just you.
Okay. If you were married, would you allow someone to have sex with your spouse for $50,000?
No. Not for any amount of money.
Okay.
No, I'm kind of a territorial guy when it comes to that. And in spite of all the reputation
This is
and
your one for life.
and
You need to ask that one.
in history or this persona that people think that they know of me online. No, I'm a very personal person when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I am.
sharing fluids with just anybody. It's
Yeah.
got to be, there has to be something more than just animalistic. Now, am I drinking when that's happening? Or,
Maybe so.
Or your R. Kelly's house.
well, then you don't have a choice.
Seriously.
He just got that new shipment of baby oil from P. Diddy, so it's got to be used somewhere.
Yeah.
Wasn't the rumor that the baby oil was laced with something? I don't know if there's any truth to
GHB.
that.
Yeah.
Is that
something
true?
Like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Why not? If you're going to do one thing, you might as well. I think probably half of them are probably GHB and half are.
Well, they got to put some B12 in there too.
Yeah. They have to keep them up.
Collagen.
They got to keep them.
Yeah, you got to keep those
They
lips.
said they always.
Baby placenta. No,
Yeah, they said they.
Baby what?
placenta.
What is that called? That drink?
Oh,
The
I don't know, like
Micranda.
stem
like stem
cells.
cells. Yeah.
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 Mm.
Rachel has a very. I had to give her the question.
Okay, you want me to do
this
that one?
Yeah, this is her
Okay.
epic.
I'll do this one.
This is very interesting. I couldn't ask it.
Would you sleep with an insanely attractive person who had their limbs removed at the elbows and knees?
Wow, I'm not even sure how you.
They still got a hole there, Don.
Yeah, but how are they extremely? How are you? Are you extremely attracted to them, or are they?
Oh, absolutely.
They're
gorgeous, but they just don't have arms.
Well, it's just like saying, yeah, they're gorgeous
Or
without
legs.
arms or legs. I don't.
You know what? There's a prosthetic for everything. So you could,
Don could build them back together, though.
Yeah, you could fix that.
Yeah. Build a woman.
You can fix that.
Just
Oh my
like build a
goodness.
bear, but people. That's
Please stop. Okay. I'm done.
Here's a good one to know. Have you ever had sex in a bar or a restaurant?
Oh, absolutely.
Excess nightclub.
No, not an excess.
I know a lot of people that have been in there.
Oh, shit.
Would you rather be rich than happy?
What's wrong with both?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess.
I've never heard anybody say that, we're broke, but we're happy. Really?
And
Really?
in that tone, too.
Because me thinks you be lying. Come on.
Totally. All right. Last one here.
And I found Jesus. Broke, but we're happy. Thank God we found Jesus.
Man.
That's
Rough out
a
there.
liner.
I'm pretty
right
sure
there.
Jesus had some cheese.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't afford that hooker, Mary Magdalene. Am I going to go to hell for saying this?
I don't even know what that is.
She was a known
Mary
prostitute,
Magdalene.
right?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a movie. That was actually my character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mary Magdalene.
You played the hooker.
Yeah.
Where do we find that movie at? Little
I'm
Rage?
waiting for it to come out. I
Okay.
don't know.
Make sure you send us all a group chat. So
Is that scene on the editing floor, or is that part going to stay part of the movie? Or
It's going to be on the movie and
Okay,
everything.
all right.
You had limbs?
I have limbs and knees,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
but I did die. Anyhow.
yeah, as long as you can attach a prosthesis to the knee.
You know,
Like a kickstand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it works.
Yeah.
It
just
works.
put pants over it, and it
they'll-
looks normal.
They'll never know.
You know, we're all going for hell to hell for talking. like
Please,
Yeah, I know.
please.
I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking of the runner guy who got in trouble. The sprinter from South Africa. The sprinter who won the gold medal.
Oh, with the
What happened?
spring
The
legs.
spring legs. And then he
Oh,
murdered his
murdered
wife
it. Yeah,
or
they made like a 30 for
girlfriend.
30 on him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just watched
Is
that.
that even
Did they
fair,
convict
though?
him?
Yeah.
hmm He ended up, I think, getting his time shortened a lot. Oscar
That's his name.
Pistorius.
Yep.
If you get convicted of murder, isn't it death? How do you get that shortened?
I don't know. Again,
Is it bullet or arrow?
again,
You have to choose it.
he shot through a bathroom door, and he said he thought it was an intruder, but it was his girlfriend or wife. I don't remember which one. But
I remember the case.
yeah, they're shooting through a door. Like, that's kind of a crazy thing, because when you really think about it, like, you wake up in the middle of the night, whether the person is in your bathroom or not, you're not just going to fucking start firing through the door. Maybe if they open it and it's an intruder, that's a different story. But I don't know about firing just unknown to.
Right.
So he should have said the door was
Like, why
wide
aren't you
open.
shooting?
The door was wide open,
Mhm.
and it was dark.
And have you seen her with her no makeup on? You would have thought it was an intruder.
I think they gave him
Please.
because him being
I
an
can't.
Olympian. I think they gave him a little pass due to him not being able to, like, technically survive
Mm.
in jail, which is not a good thing. And then
he
Don
would have been that person with no limbs that was
exactly.
being abused.
Now he's going to get abused.
We're definitely
and
going to hell now.
He's going to get tossed around in prison because he's
Literally.
yeah.
Literally.
So for being our biggest guest, Don, I got you a couple gifts. This is the first one. We got you the Bon
Oh my
Jovi.
God.
Yeah.
Did John sign this?
Yes, he did. I got
wow.
I got the authentication in there for you, just so you know it wasn't me copying his
How'd you get John to sign?
his thing. And then Carlos. I don't know, is Carlos still out there?
He's rubbing one out. He found that baby
Yeah.
oil.
And this is present number 2 right here.
Oh my
I
God.
got the Bon Jovi signed guitar,
Oh, shit.
But I
That's
did-
pretty cool.
but I didn't get you the stand.
Don't need the stand. Can you actually play it?
Yeah, I think you got to tune it, because I tried playing those ones. You have to have somebody that knows how to tune it first. But
Well, once upon a time, no, I was never worth a shit as a musician.
yeah,
I can't even joke about that. No, that's
So, yeah.
I mean, thank you.
I love
for
it.
sure. So
really appreciate it.
He didn't have the country version, but
do you know for $400,000 he'll come play this guitar?
I bet he'll probably.
He promised.
You know what? To be honest with you, I bet Bon Jovi is in that price range. So,
Easy.
All right. Well, thank you, Don. We appreciate it. Hopefully, we will see you
Always
back before the year, and maybe I'll see you at the Peppermint Hippo today.
Aren't we? We're headed there now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hookah at the Hippo.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
See ya.
Green Room Radio.